we're here in the Rialto Casino in London. Jamie, we've taken for a crack then in Glasgow. Look where we're taking to.
Do you know he says this joke every show we go in? Everywhere we go. It's great to see him in it if he's back again. What a summer we had, didn't we, mate?
Yeah, it was, mate. I loved it. I can't believe you're actually down in London. You've actually dressed up this time. I like it.
We made them famous, so Slinny, didn't we? Up in Scotland.
They like you now, mate.
They like me up there, do they?
Starting to change a wee bit.
It's changing.
So
I need a night out with you boys. You know that.
So I tell how many birds I've had since the last time I spoke to him?
0.
No.
But you must have been here before. Have you been here before? Because I've got your,
hopefully not in that jumper.
Got your picture up on the
That's what I'm saying. That's no nice.
What time's your cricket match?
That's what by the way, we seen a guy, a security guy, and he was wearing the exact same outfit, wasn't he?
A janitor. He looks like a janitor, doesn't he?
A little janitor.
Where's it from, mate?
Gucci. It's Gucci's new one, isn't it?
That's not Gucci.
That's really good.
It's Zara. And do you know what he does, Jay? He keeps the tags on them, wears them once on a podcast, and then takes them back to the shop.
That's decent, that, isn't it?
Nah, it's shocking.
He's a tramp. Right, night out chat, lads, right? With two guys who have never pulled a bird on a night out, so I don't know why we're asking you these questions.
See that story where, I don't know if we can say it on here, Ian said about the lights going? That was a famous one to me, the nightclub. See when the lights going at 3 o'clock? I mean, I had to scamper up the stairs to get away from the bird.
But
because she's seen what was really happening.
There's a story you were dancing with a bird and the lights came on, she went like that.
There is nothing worse than when the lights come on.
And they bolt.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh no, she's gone. I'm just going to the toilet.
Aye.
I'll be back in a minute.
I can't get him in there.
Right, so if you're going out, question 1, where do you meet for a drink? I'm going to say first, Slaney's mum's.
No, you don't.
To
be fair, they two are quite tight, aren't you?
Yeah, very tight.
They are quite tight.
They got close over the summer.
Aye, a wee bit too close for my liking. But I would say the cinema, they've now added a bar in.
Cinema's rubbish for a date, huh?
What?
It's a night out. What are you going to cinema for?
No, listen, I think the cinema's good because, see, if you go for it, sometimes you go for a date and as you know, it can be very awkward at times. Do you know what I mean? It can be very awkward, so you go to the pictures and you don't need to talk anymore. So
I'm not talking about going on a date. Talking about night out with the boys.
Oh,
why is he being so romantic?
Oh, with the boys? Oh, with the boys for a drink?
He's one of them that comes on and just talks about his missus all night.
Yeah.
No, listen, no, sorry. I'll tell you exactly where I'm going.
We'll drop you the pictures.
I'll tell you exactly where I go. The strippers. There you go.
You know what? There used to be a TGI's on the corner, literally here. And when I was at Spurs, that's where we all used to meet. We used to meet Saturday after the game. TGI's 8 o'clock. We'd be in there, cocktails ready.
But eating as well?
Yeah, we'd have a little bit of food, but
not getting that steak. You're farting all night.
Yeah,
you're in a nightclub farting.
Yeah, but they didn't care. We played for Tottenham.
What I love about that as well, by the way, all the team together. Do you know that's been at football?
Who was it then? Who would be the usual suspects?
It'd be me, Tom Huddleston, Aaron Lennon, Jermaine Defoe, David Bentley. Yeah, it was
some money there, mate.
It was.
They were on much more dough than you.
Yeah, that was on peanuts, mate. I was on peanuts.
Right, who's the best dressed? Who's the best dressed you've played there?
I'm up there.
Come on, mate. I've seen a picture they're using of you
with your cap and They've killed me, they've set me up with that cap on it.
It looks like he's won a raffle, doesn't he? It looks
like you've won a competition.
I look no well, didn't I? Whoever put that up needs to... Who put that up?
Grosvenor are killing you, mate.
Honestly, I think it was you, wasn't it?
It's actually embarrassing, mate. It's so
Wait, who done that, eh? Because, I mean, I said to you, see, before it happened, I just said, I've just signed a big deal with Grosvenor, myself. I've told birds that. And then the birds have seen that picture.
Yeah.
So they know... There ain't no much money happening there, do you know what I mean?
It's a bad picture.
It's sad. Absolutely.
Right, your best dressed? Berbatov leather jackets.
Yeah, you know what? Berbatov had some great, he had some fire jackets, leather and all that, and he always used to come in looking like a rock star. David Bentley, to be fair, he always used to come in, he used to have like the cowboy boots. You know, I used to turn up to training look like a tramp. I'd walk in like, when you look at me like
just continued on then.
I'd go in with like shorts, t-shirt, you know, I'm going to train, I'm going to play football. But like Bentley used to come in.
So you'd go in with just jogging? No, I'd go dolled up every day.
Would you?
Yeah, every day, mate.
So I never
know who you're going to meet.
I never ever get that. I'm going into training.
Work hard.
To work hard. It's not a fashion parade.
Could be your last day. It could be your last day.
What do you mean? I've got a 4-year deal. What do you mean?
I've got a 4-year deal.
What about, just on that, who was the worst dressed?
But you said that Harry Redknapp used to wear thongs every day.
I'll tell you what, David Bentley used to wear cowboy boots, but I remember when David Beckham come, and he come on, we couldn't even afford him, right? Couldn't even afford him on loan. So he come and trained with us, and the moment that man walked into the dressing room, everyone's changing, everyone's dressing attire changed. The next day, everyone started coming in wearing like proper nice stuff because he walked in looking unbelievable every morning.
Oh, did he ever give anyone I like your gear today?
Never me, to be honest.
Have you ever worn his pants?
I used to, mate, there was a few times, right? You know, like maybe because I was a young lad and he sat opposite me, and there was a few times that I just caught myself staring at him. You know, like you're just like.
Right, so you've seen David, but you've obviously seen him naked then.
Oh yeah, of course.
What's it like?
Is it good?
I'm not saying, but yeah, he's not struggling, is he? He's not struggling.
We were talking about that earlier, about being fair. He seems to have everything, doesn't he?
Yeah. Do you wear his boxers still?
I get my dad.
The TK Maxx now, too. They used to be in like Selfridges and that, they're very shite, and the TK Maxx is selling them. They're like they're not
David
the top
Beckham
10.
pants.
TK Maxx.
I don't think they fit the big markets, aren't they? No.
Nah, they've not done what I thought they'd do.
What? Hold on. So who's got pants? He's brought some pants out.
He wears Pierre Cardin. Have you heard of them?
Pierre Cardin.
You get them in Sports Direct.
No.
That's where he goes for his boxers. Sports Direct.
Aye, but no, I genuinely every Christmas I get my dad a pair of Beckham pants and Beckham aftershave for his Christmas.
I'll show you a picture. His dad does not go a one bit. Right, do you bring a coat on the night out?
No.
I bring a what?
A coat.
A coat? Nah, never bring a coat because I'm always steaming.
You coat man now?
No, Simon, I think you are, aren't you? A wee long
I'd wear a wee
coat.
leather jacket, mate.
Wee leather jacket?
Yeah, I can see you in a nice leather jacket, fake rolly.
Fake rolly.
I know, you used to cut out a couple of Rolexes on
You
there.
had a Holloway by rolly on as well. What a guy,
Yes,
yeah?
no, that's a big one. I know.
Anybody else got a Rolex in here?
Not
Anybody else got a
That's a
Rolex?
29 grander. What is it, a Submariner?
Yeah, I think it was his.
What was yours?
I think it was his payoff from Blackpool.
What was that, about 20 quid? What, was he on 500 quid a week at Blackpool?
I don't know. You can't afford me, I know that.
Leave the coat in the house.
Yeah, you can't have a
Or in
coat,
somebody
you can't
else's
have a
house, Paul.
I'll leave it in somebody else's house.
Yeah, you're just leaving your coats everywhere.
Right, best Barnet. That's looking well just now.
I mean, what is this?
Mate, listen, don't say anything, but the press back came us.
They're on it.
The Scottish Jack Grealish, aren't they?
Scottish Jack Grealish.
Yeah, that's
So
what,
you-
listen, I'm not getting involved with the press are saying that, aren't they? Listen, it does, when I say, if I had to speak about myself, I would say, lads, there is I would say a wee resemblance there. I mean, Jack.
Have you been in a fire?
that's what I'm talking about. Do you know what I mean? Now, I've changed it a wee bit, but I've had a few dodgy hiccups today. Went for, remember Beckham had the mohawk?
Yeah.
I had that when I was a wee boy who went into school, but the hairdresser made it squint. So I had the squint Beckham.
Right.
Looked terrible. Had the Ronaldo triangle. Remember that?
Yeah.
No, you did
But you
not.
had it down there,
I did down there.
I tell you what goes nice with that haircut, so that dandruff that comes.
Oh no!
No, I'm kidding. What about you, J Top Barnet?
What
is that?
What
How
did
would you- that's me, that's me,
How
that's
would
it.
you just make you put
No,
that
mate.
since you're like 10-year-old?
I haven't, mate. I used to have a skinhead all the time, didn't I?
So
This is
did
now
I.
this is the older, maturer look. See, you know, like this is the, you know, the
Horny look, innit?
the horny look.
I think it needs to be a wee bit longer, mate.
I'll tell you what, I used to have a terrible barnet when I was at Chesterfield on loan. I went
Oh,
to Chesterfield
that is-
on loan when I was 18. And I tell you what, it was the worst barnet. It was like a proper, you remember when mullet was like in? Everyone used to have like a mullet.
Yeah.
And I had a mullet with like blonde locks in it. You know, like the blonde, whatever that
Highlights,
was,
yeah.
highlights, yeah. Well, it was an absolute disaster.
It's weird, because see when like Ronaldo and all that put water on their hair, they look sexy as fuck, but see when I put water on my hair, I look pure down.
Crazy.
Do you know what I mean?
You look like a drowned rat.
Oh, is that shambles, eh?
What about worst Barnet? Redknapp, innit? Harry.
Harry Redknapp. I don't
How
know, is he-
would you describe his Barnet?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't think he likes Harry Redknapp.
I know. Do you not like Harry?
No, I'm
Something?
coming for Harry.
Yeah. Why? What's the matter? Has he?
We've got a
did
bit
he
of
binge
beef.
you or something?
I've got a bit of beef.
Why?
now.
Has he not? Did he not rate you?
Tell you off camera.
Oh no.
Right, worst Barnet? How you going?
It's a good tune. Lenny.
You're winning it.
Right, Lenny gels his hair, but what, didn't it?
You
Show.
heard this story when
No,
Lenny
go
was the
on.
manager of Celtic?
I used to
Right,
be
go
in the hotels, and before the games, he used to send his assistant up to the rooms, in the hotel rooms, Gary Parker. So Lenny sent him up, chat all the doors to get gel off the boys for the gaffer. So he went down like with tubs of gel to get to Lenny.
But one day he had to go down to Lenny's room and Lenny was sitting on a seat with his eyes shut and he had to put gel in Lenny's hair and style his hair.
No, you did not. No, you did not.
I think it was a young boy singing one at the time. Just embarrassed.
What?
Can never live it
You
down.
had to do his hair.
Done the gaffer's hair.
And I was like, that's it done. He went, keep it going. Swear to God, keep it going. He said.
Nah, you're one.
No, I swear. He liked it. He's good.
What
Listen,
about you,
good
worst
guy.
Barnet?
I'm just trying to think of some bad Barnets.
Who was at Spurs?
No.
What about you? You're keeping yourself. By the way, his balance when he was a boy was horrendous.
That was horrendous.
It was like one of the ones, see you cut the fringe and you have the mullet. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Windy look, mate,
He
wasn't
pull
it?
it off though, he's got the face, hasn't he? He's got that.
John Robertson, the assistant manager, Matt Neil, won the Nottingham Forest, won the European Cup twice.
Yeah.
Front of the full dressing room, pulled me in and like, get that fucking haircut. That haircut is unacceptable, and Larson was like, no.
How good's that, mate?
Don't get it cut.
Larson said no.
Larson says no, don't get it. But I was after John, he shot it, he waited until John Robertson left, he's like to me, don't get it cut.
But that's brilliant, isn't
Stick
it?
to who you are, be who you are. But I shot it and then got cut.
To be fair, I always used to have a skinhead because my hair was just shit. So I always just have a skinny. You look harder, didn't you?
Yeah. Did you think that, eh?
Yeah,
Trying to be Roy Keane and that?
I wanted to be hard. I wanted to be hard. So I thought, if you got to have an hard haircut.
Yeah.
Were you ever hard?
He's constantly
Only
hard,
for you,
isn't he?
mate. Only for
He's
you.
definitely hard. Best wingman. Oh. But what is a good wingman? Is a good wingman a good looking guy or a bad looking guy?
I'm an unbelievable wingman for a bird. The bird will come up to me and go like that, like I love you, but no like that. Do you know what I mean? It's your pal I want.
Yeah.
And I keep it going because I like her. You know what I mean?
That's a bad place to
It's
be
a
in.
real bad place to get home with that. Your dad's not really respecting you for that one, isn't it?
Nah.
Yeah. So I'll tell you, the worst wingman I've ever had, and I started knocking around with him when I finished football more, was Callum Best. The worst wingman to have
Why, he just takes everyone?
because he'd just take everyone off you. Anyone you wanted and you was into was just like you had no chance because they'd just be staring at him all night, and I'd be like, "You're right, babe."
Have you ever seen him getting a knockback?
Never.
Nah.
Nah.
Wow, what a like
Bad wingman.
He's sexy. Maybe he was on it in Love Island when it first
Good-looking
started.
boy,
Yeah, he's a
mate.
good looking boy. He was going a bit bold for a
Good
bit.
player
wasn't
as
he?
well, by the way.
is
In
he?
charity matches, he's decent.
On the subject of charity matches, tell Matt Wright to stop claiming he's a football player.
Wait, what? Honestly,
One of
are
the,
you his
he's
mate?
the worst player in Crawley Town's history. And all he bangs on about is how he plays for Crawley Town. Is that your mate?
Yeah, he's my
You
pal,
London
isn't he?
boys, man.
he's
Played
not-
5 minutes and he was pish.
Jamie's not a player.
Yeah, but he
Big Chunks is better
He's
than
a
him.
good player. He's a good player.
No, he's not.
He's not football league level, innit? He's not football league
He doesn't.
level.
He's not got a
Listen,
footballing
back
brain.
in the day,
Is he football league level
I
right
played
now?
with him at Tottenham. No, he's not. But he's 34.
Yeah.
Back in the day when he played for Tottenham as a young kid, he was good. He was all right.
Oh, did he play for Tottenham, huh?
I played with him. He was the captain.
Alright, I'll take it back in.
No, listen. He's
He went to Marbella and he put on a stone and come back pre-season and Patsy Holland got rid of him.
Did you put on that same stone, huh?
Yeah, but 10 years later after I was rich.
Right, first drink at the bar. Blue WKD in it every time.
Nah. Strawberry daiquiri.
Strawberry daiquiri.
I can't believe that for you, mate. You're talking about obviously with the skin here and you're hard and you've got and then a strawberry daiquiri. You're not that, mate. You're a
It's the Cockneys, man. London boys give it the big one and then they drink strawberry daiquiris.
What are you going to get a WKD when you're down in London?
No, I'm
you get
getting
kicked out.
Mine's pint of Stella.
Pint of Stella,
Pint of
yeah?
Stella, mate.
It's like drinking piss. You winding me up. Stella.
I like
A nice Peroni or something.
Smirnoff.
Smirnoff Ice.
Smirnoff Ice. Do they even do them anymore?
With a straw in it.
Straw in it.
Yeah. Could you neck it? You remember you put the straw
no,
down?
even when I have these cheering you.
Yeah, you used to do 3 of them, didn't you?
No, listen,
Before
that's
you
what
went out.
that's what I would start with. And then later on, then the Blue Wickets would come out. It was a bit wild,
The
innit?
heavier stuff,
The
yeah.
apple sales to finish with.
Do you know what I do like? A wee whiskey and ginger ale. You had that? Nice Jameson's.
He likes this guy knows his whiskies and
Whiskey
stuff.
and...
Ginger ale, a wee slice of lime, you'd love it, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Blow your mind.
Strong though, innit, whiskey?
Yeah, big boy stuff. Innit?
Oh yeah, boy.
What was that? What was that
Stand
song?
a bit horny there, I think. Drinking ginger ale.
Right, drinking games, yes or no? Absolutely
No,
not.
prefer
What do you mean? Whoa.
No, I
Love
prefer
a
drink.
drinking game. What are you talking about?
Again, London hanging it.
I don't get that. I really don't get that. You're going
Love
to
a drinking game.
So-
A bit of like shot roulette or something.
He's doing that,
A
huh?
bit of beer pong. Are you telling me you don't play
get
a bit of
a
beer
life,
pong?
man. You play
That's
skateboard.
Americans. That's American stuff. That
Or
mate.
your house party or after party.
When I was in America, I
Mate,
done
there's
that
only
all the
one
time.
thing that we're doing at after parties. He's sitting playing beer pong in the kitchen while we're upstairs doing all sorts. Do you know what I mean? So just enjoy your beer pong, mate,
I
alright?
enjoy that though.
Right, favourite tune on a night out? What's the sense in sharing?
And
this
that's
one
on
and
only life. You will get the.
You don't even know the song.
That's the only why.
You can tell the cheers and tell me
Say I'm gonna turn loose
Oh!
1,000 times a day. But how can I turn loose
Rise up.
when I just can't break away?
Rise up.
Oh yeah.
Run free. Never be alright. up, you're a black man enemy.
Nothing better than a night out. Eh?
Brilliant.
Yours is what? What's yours?
I like a wee bit of Scooter. Scooter.
Painted Cow.
What's Scooter?
See, like.
What? When I was young, you seemed that life was so wonderful
and magical.
God, you must go to some bad gas.
Raves.
What's yours? You're like an eternal man or something.
No, I'm not.
Slipknot in it.
Slipknot.
He's a goth, isn't he? He's a goth.
No, I'm like a bit of old
Usher.
school house, garage, you know what I mean? Garage anthems.
Right, well, give an example.
No.
Do you remember? You gotta show me love. Remember, like, when I dancing?
Yeah.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
I like a bit of a sing-along though. I do like a sing. I like a live band or something.
Live music in a
Kenny
pub.
Rogers or something like that.
Yeah. Kenny Rogers, what's
Wild
that?
Rover.
That's a bit. It's the 60s, mate, innit?
Is that a bit depressing, that?
The
Gambler on a night
The
out.
Gambler, yeah.
But
On a warm summer's evening.
Yeah.
On a
Train bound for Norway on a road with the Gambler. You gotta learn to play it right. You gotta know when to hold 'em. Know when to hold 'em.
Know when to fold 'em.
Know when to
Know
fuck
when
'em.
to walk away. Know when to run.
You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table,
there'll be
time to love the drama.
when the dealing's done.
Lovely. What a team, man. Right, first on the dance floor, who was it?
Me.
You said Harry Redknapp again.
Harry
First on the
Redknapp,
dance
his
floor
phone.
every time.
Yeah, his phone
Spinning on his head.
Yeah, his phone.
Lads, come on, lads.
Get on the dance floor.
Is there anybody? Was Bentley not a dancer?
He does all the body popping and all that, doesn't he?
Yeah, Bentley used to go to like sort of Kings of Leon concerts and all that, and stand in the mosh pit. He was into all that.
Love Bentley.
I liked a bit of a dance.
Go on then, show us.
Nah, get out of here.
Come on,
What,
son.
you like a break dancer?
Nah, not break dancing. Nah, I used to like a bit of a shimmy.
Could you do the thing with your feet where you shuffle side like that?
Nah, I was the worst dancer ever. But when you had a few bevies, you don't care.
I can't stand.
I was more of like stand on the table with a bottle of champers. Do you know what I mean?
I bought a shambles, honestly. Like, I bought a beer. Yeah, but I think people sit down the night out and don't join in, you should be fucked at the club.
Do you, right?
Do you like people just sit down and fucking eyeball people? Do you know what I mean? They're one for the watching, aren't they?
But what if everyone, the dance floor will be rammed? If
Well, I expected you to go out with me there. You know what I mean?
Nah, but you got some people that are just sitting down taking it in, ain't you?
But you can't dance, can you?
Aye, waist down.
Wasted.
From the waist down.
Who anyone that say like good dancers?
Lenny again.
You're wearing a-
Lenny tap dance. Lenny was great. He's tap dance. He always got his tap shoes in. It was brilliant. Really good.
Brilliant. What do you put on the karaoke? Oh, what? So start again. What do you put in the karaoke? I've already kind of done that with the first song.
Move on.
Who's writing these? Who's writing this?
The guy's picture up in me, innit?
Who's the first home? Charlie McGrew's the worst for that.
First home, is he?
First home, high smoke bombs at early doors.
I'm the worst. for
Mrs.
that.
obviously texts me and get your ass up.
I'm the worst for the first home with the old one, the smoke bomb in it. Go
Yeah.
to the toilet, straight home.
Do you do that?
Aye.
I hate people like you.
Aye, it's me all the other
What?
back.
You go home early?
Really early, I
So
know.
I'm always the last one standing. That
Same,
was my
mate.
problem.
Really
You know what I
early.
hated? I went to Glasgow once on a night out. Got knocked back from a casino. I can't remember where it
Well
was.
done.
Probably Grosvenor. I hated Sundays though. I never liked it.
What?
So I'd love the Saturday. So I'd be out all day Saturday, get the costume and all that, and then we're out Saturday night. Went to a club in Glasgow. Oh, what was the club that everyone went?
Carbon.
No, I can't remember what it was called.
How many years ago were we talking?
Who are you, Spurs?
Like when I was like skinny and decent.
Were
So
you
like
Spurs, mate?
20 years ago.
Were you at Tottenham?
I was at Wolves. I can't remember what the place was called.
It was Carbon, definitely. I
might,
remember
yeah.
seeing Wolves in Carbon.
Yeah, it
it was
might
like a
be.
back room that was
Yeah,
the place to
yeah,
go.
yeah,
Aye,
that's
so
the-
I
What did you
yeah.
remember? What did you see?
Shot you were at.
I seen you getting off Mike McCarthy.
But I hated Sundays. I always
Did you, mate?
yeah, because
I'm surprised at that.
I didn't like a Sunday. I was always hungover. I just wanted to get home.
I know, but after a couple of pints, you just kick on again now.
I know, but I just never really enjoyed it. I remember a Royal Mount. I got lost in Glasgow.
No, you'd get your dinner money taken off you in Glasgow.
Yeah,
so.
well, nah.
Right,
nah,
street
You get leathered in Glasgow.
Wet,
100 off.
wet behind the ears. Wet behind the
Get
ears.
out of here.
Yeah.
I line them out. One by one, mate. Line them up.
Right, you going to come up for the hydro?
Nah.
We'll see. Right, shite back, innit? Shite back. What about you, first home? Just you?
100%. I'm one of the quickest home for many reasons, but I'm always show face and then away I go, because then people can't know you didn't commit. Do you know what I mean? And people get a drink in them, so they don't really realise you're away.
So, but why do you not want to stay the full night?
You do the maths.
Right, last out. Who would be the last one standing? He's a big
Hey,
guy.
man.
Does Robbie Keane know about
Keno loved the
go?
night.
Irish boys can go, can't they?
Keno was,
Paddy McCourt.
yeah.
Aye, they can.
Keno was hardcore. Ledley King, mate.
Could he booze? Could he?
Yeah,
But Friedel?
he just got like a mess. I remember after the Carabao Cup final win, we went Faces, and that was just like the local gaff that everyone went in. You know, Harry Redknapp ended up, he got Faces to hire a security guard to just tell him when Tottenham players went in there. Get on that.
No way.
I swear to God. So lad used to go in Faces. It used to be our gaff because it was 5 minutes away from everyone. Like he used to just go there, stroll in. Harry Redknapp took over at Spurs, and he got wind of the boys going in there all the time. And he found out, and he got a security guard to tell him whenever we went in there. So every Monday we'd come in, the first thing he'd say to you, "Have a good night, Saturday." And he was, oh. So everyone stopped going Faces. Harry Redknapp killed their business.
He killed Faces, didn't he?
He killed Faces because everyone ended up. That's when everyone started coming up London.
Why did he hate he's going out so much?
He just wasn't into it, was he?
No.
You know what I mean? He was.
You thought he'd be quite old school in that, Harry, nah?
No, he wasn't. He hated lads drinking. To be fair,
right?
He wasn't into it. Like he was really sort of quite strict with it. To be honest, he likes lads having a good time, but he was very strict on like he didn't want boys having nights out.
What would you be, Jim, if you're a manager? Just quickly, would you no mind your boys going out?
No, I was all about having the boys out, having a drink, getting together. I think it's important, right?
Yeah, but that's why
not going over
he's not manager.
You can't do it really anymore anyway, because lads don't even drink now. These young lads don't even really drink. But I was all like, I'm old school. Like, get the boys out, drinks after the game.
But that's why you
stick together.
That's why you'll never be a manager.
Well, that's why I'm presenting.
What about Friedel? Was he wild?
American cream soda he kept drinking, wasn't it? Vodka, American cream soda.
Yeah, Friedel, no. To be honest, I never really went out with him. I tell you, likes nights out. But they were like, like them sly ones. Like you always used to go, he never come out with you, but you always see him out.
Gary Docherty.
It used to really bug me. Luka Modric and Corluka.
Wow!
Big name.
Yeah.
He's dropped a big name. Finally.
That's a headline.
I'm sick of hearing about David Bentley. I never heard of him. Finally, Luka Modric has better.
Luka Modric and Corluka used to be out all the time, but you'd never know they were out. And I used to go out and see them out and be like, this mob are always out.
What was he wearing? Baggy jeans.
Yeah, baggy jeans.
Yeah, heavy baggy jeans.
Leather shirt.
Leather clams on his nipples.
Like he was always hanging around with like people that you'd never really see hang around with.
So what about you? Last man standing, mate?
I told you, Di Canio came out with us on a pre-season. We went over to Italy, he came out, we went to the nightclub first, his pals took us there. He turned up 20 minutes later with Swindon Town training gear on.
Yeah.
Spotlight went on the top of the club, mate. He's bowled down the stairs, stayed all night, looking over about 10 minutes ago before the end of the night, and Di Canio starts rolling about with guys in the nightclub.
No way.
I swear, mate. So we all helped him. We were all fighting, not fighting, but pulling him off these guys. And then after it, the next day, he was like, lads, we are now a family. Stick up for me in the nightclub. We are a family now. Yeah. So that's the best night out I've had. Right. Most memorable night out, that was mine. So what's yours? Most memorable one?
Can't get it.
Amsterdam.
For legal reasons.
For legal reasons, we can't go into it.
Lawyers are involved with that now, so we need to keep that back.
Ongoing situation, that one.
Yeah.
What about you? Most memorable? You must have had a big one.
I've had loads of big nights out. Ibiza, Vegas. I mean, we had a stag do in Vegas with all like me, Tom Kearney, Matt Smith, Richard Stearman, like all lads.
Never heard any of them of you. Were they guys? Yeah. They play?
Well, shut up! So we had a stag do in Vegas, and I think the final bill comes to about 120 grand or something. It was ridiculous, but it was good fun. Wow. A few tables got thrown in the pool. Yeah, it was.
You dropped 120 grand in the summer, didn't you?
Not a problem, mate.
Yeah, easy. All right, last one, kebab or McDonald's at the end of the night? Kebab, 100%.
McDonald's all day long. All day long.
Well, no, I think if you've gone out long enough, so if we go out long enough tonight, the McDonald's across the road's open at 6 a.m.
Massive breakfast.
So, for breakfast, mate. Lights up, we're going in there, sausage and egg McMuffins.
So on camera, are you coming out with us tonight?
I'm out, mate. I'm out.
If you're not, we will report back at you chat it.
All right, I'm out.
But then the most important thing is, when we done the summer things, the deal was, if I beat Jamie at the things, I took his missus out on a date, and I'm doing London.
Yeah, you are, mate.
Where is
So
she?
you just want me to give her a bell?
So when you two at the
The
strippers...
problem is she see your picture on Grosvenor's website, and she went, there's not a fucking chance I'm going out with that clown.
Well, that's sensational as always.